So do people even still like these cars anymore? Yeah, of course they do. Let me know in the comments below if you like these too. If you don't click away. I've got some other cool stuff for you to look at, and you can let me know when we run into something that you do like. So if you follow the Lamley group on here, you'll probably notice he's been doing a purge of his collection recently, and I've kind of been doing the same thing over the past couple of weeks. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, you will have seen that we've already done the RLC cars and the Super Treasure Hunts, just kind of moving along to the natural progression of the premiums here. Now, if you're going back and watching those videos later, all of those have already sold out. This video should be premiering July 10th, 2023. I will leave a link to the eBay page in the description. So if you're catching this video pretty quickly after it posts, a lot of this stuff should be available still. If you're watching it later and it's not there, I'm sorry. That's just kind of the way it works out. So I've got some Fast and Furious stuff, I've got some Boulevards, and then a mixture of just some other things here and there. So let's go ahead and get into the cars. I will say, if you like this one, unfortunately, this one has already sold. It is the only one in the video that's sold already. The rest of them will still be for sale as of the making of this video. This is the Nissan Skyline GTR BNR34, one of my favorite cars, and I'm sure a lot of y'all's favorite as well. So I hated to let the video go by without a chance to showcase this. Obviously made famous by Too Fast, Too Furious. This is one of the better iterations of this car, I think. Only thing that, most people would probably like to change about it is the wheels. It is from this Fast and Furious set. I think a lot of stuff in this set just had black wheels. But really nice car. Last one I have of this that I'm going to get rid of. And so, like I said, sorry, but y'all already missed out on that one. Only other car I have from that set is this Nissan 240SX S14. Really nice version of this car as well. Super good details on the headlights and the taillights. This paint looks excellent. Tempo looks excellent. And really nice wheel choice here too. I don't remember what wheels should actually be on here, but just as far as the casting itself and looking nice, definitely a good match. Go ahead and get into this Fast Star set here. As of right now, I am selling this as a set. So, if it doesn't sell after a few days and somebody wants me to split it up, I might do that. But I will say this car is definitely the hot car from the set and probably one of my favorite Hot Wheels of all time. Now, a lot of that has to do with just the fact that I had one of these in real life. Mine was burnt orange, not quite as hopped up. Unfortunately, didn't have the turbo version, but absolutely loved the cars. Rode in several of these that were just super built, and I just absolutely love them. Very nice, very close to movie accurate on this one. I know the wheels are a little off, but still a good match for the car. Overall, just a really nice casting with some really good details. And as I was looking at this, I never know, a lot of these cars, including the one I had the Euro style taillights. Wasn't really sure why they didn't do that for the movie. I mean, the red looks good against the green, but very surprising they didn't put Euros on that. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the voice. I've had laryngitis for like a week straight. So if you'll notice, I've been doing a lot of shorts lately, and that's why. But at some point, the show must go on. Probably my second favorite car from this set is the 92 Ford Mustang. Really love the way they have this set up here. Really nice different color. Not something you see a lot on the premium cars. Again, nice details on the taillights and the headlights here. And love the wheel choice for that. Very nice on the width on both the front and the back, and just the style of the wheel overall. Really nice car there. Have the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Really cool car in real life. Not sure how excellent of a Hot Wheels it makes. I do like the color on it. But, I think this is made a lot, if I had like a Grand Cherokee like this, I would definitely be super stoked about this casting. And while it's cool, it kind of reminds me of going to car shows back in the day. If you had like a newer car that was hopped up, but you didn't really have any visuals on it, like, wheels, body kit, things like that, they didn't really want you in the car show. And as a young guy with a, kind of a little bit of hopped up car, I'd get aggravated with that. But the older I get and, the wiser I get, I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's like, most people are going to look at this and be like, okay, it's a Grand Cherokee. What am I looking at here? They don't care about the performance. They care about what it looks like. And while it's not a bad looking vehicle, It's definitely not something like this, and it's not that hopped up. So I get why it's not more popular than it is, even though it's a cool vehicle. Dodge Charger here, very nice version of this car. Always nice to have this in a premium. Wheels go pretty good with it, and not a whole lot else to say. It kind of speaks for itself. Definitely like the paint there. Not sure what all this in the back is about on this one. Maybe I'm forgetting something from the movies. There's only like 10 of them now, so forgive me if I'm forgetting something about one of the cars. One of y'all in the comments may know right offhand. You can let us know. But either way, really good looking car. Wagon Hypersport, another really nice one here. Of course, if you've been following along, this set is a little bit older. And of course, you're seeing some repeats of these, which we get a lot of that with the Fast and Furious set. But you'll notice, I think this is in one of the more recent sets that came out. Really nice looking car. If you like the Wagon Hypersport, I was happy when they came out with that black one a while back, and I like it. But the more I look at this one in this red, I think I like this one a lot better. Just kind of pops a little bit. It shows the body lines off better. Really nice looking car. And not sure why it's not more popular, just to be honest with you. But I guess not everybody's into hypercars, or maybe everybody just kind of already has one. I have one Fast and Furious car left here, so we're going to go ahead and do it. It is from the Furious Fleet, Jeep Gladiator. Again, really cool looking version of this Gladiator, but at the end of the day, it is a Jeep Gladiator, so not as popular as some of the other vehicles here, but really nice. I had several of these, and bought them for the kiddos to play with, bought them to open. I really do like this. It's just not as popular as some of the other cars, but man, if you're into the off-road stuff, you can definitely, usually get this for a steal. So, and hey, maybe you can get mine for a steal. Who knows? Going along with the four-wheel drive theme, have one here for you Boulevard fans. It took me a long time to get this, and best I remember, I kind of paid dearly for it. And I don't know, after I got it in hand, I love the paint. The paint is awesome. I do kind of wish it had different wheels, but there's just something about it that just doesn't click for me, unfortunately. And it's a shame because it's like, I know it's a really nice truck, but I don't know. There's just something about it. Absolutely do just love this paint though. Super popular truck. And I'm sure that this is going to go to somebody to make them super happy. This first wave of Boulevards was very, very popular. Still is popular. I think I had all of them except for the bus. And the only one I have left is the Bone Shaker. I'm going to be keeping that. But the rest of them I have, kind of sold. This is the last holdout, and just think I'm going to let it move on to somebody else that can enjoy it. So if you get that, definitely hope you enjoy that one. Staying with the Boulevard theme here, I have the Volkswagen Deluxe Station Wagon. This one was fairly popular from this set here that a lot of you have heard me complain about. Still have these three for sale, guys. I have sold several of them, but would love to get rid of some more for my local Walmart. So I can start getting some more Boulevard sets in. Can't tell you how many of these sets I have moved. My local Walmart got tons and tons and tons of this set in. But obviously the popular one here was the Volkswagen Drag Bus. And this one was pretty popular too. If you're looking to buy the one on my eBay page, I will say this blister is pretty cracked. So you may want to consider it an opener. It does still have the card if you just want to display it, but I'm just telling you. This is a very brittle blister, so even with it wrapped in shipping, it may pop out. I don't know. So, just keep that in mind if you're buying that from me. I will try to make sure I convey that in the description as well. I have this Toyota pickup from the Toyota set. This was a super popular set, and this is like one of the first sets I picked up when I started collecting premiums. I think this is one of the sets that was in stores at the time. Really nice truck. I actually had one of these in real life too, and so I was super happy to see this. Absolutely love this truck. Man, you just couldn't blow that thing up. 22R, excellent motor. Very nice set here, but this is the only one out of the set that I'm selling. Still a pretty popular pickup, and so hopefully, somebody, if you've not been able to get one of those, you'll be able to pick it up as well. Next, we have the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine. And I picked this one up fairly recently. This is kind of a popular casting, not super popular like the Fast and Furious stuff, but Seems like they do a lot of these and they go over pretty well. This is a very nice rendition of it, I will say. Really nice premium. So if you don't have any Scooby-Doo mystery machines and you're a fan of the show, you're thinking about picking one up, even if you don't get the one off of me, this is definitely one that's worth looking into. I think this is, obviously a lot cheaper than the Super Treasure Hunt, and just a very nicely done version. Have this Hot Wheels Chevy Astro van. I actually have a couple of these. Really cool van, if you're into these. Of course, it's got that nostalgic look, so if you're just a Hot Wheels fan in general, it's a nice one to have to display. Plus, it's got a really cool looking card. So, we have this Marvel set that we did a video on not long ago, comparing that new box set to. And I just really no longer have a need for these because I did pick up that box set, and we'll kind of get to that in a minute. But this is a set of 5. I think this was called Retro Entertainment. I don't know. They've changed the name of this line, so I can't remember exactly what it was called here. But either way, this was a 2018 release, I believe. It was 50th anniversary, so it's got that on all the cards. This is back when they kind of had this bigger bubble and just a little bit different display. Spider-Mobile, 1 of 5. Not a whole lot to say there. Pretty cool backing on that, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan. Number 2 of 5, Deadpool Chimichanga truck. I do really like this. This is really cool. And, nice card art on the back of that as well. A lot of detail, a lot of work went into this, You kind of have that Deadpool moped, which is, okay, whatever. Not really a huge fan of that myself. But the Chimichanga truck, man, they put a lot of work into this. I'm telling you, there's a lot of detail there. 3 of 5, probably one of my favorites of the set is the Ghost Rider Charger. Very nice looking Charger in and of itself. And then, you have the added flames here. Really cool backing on that, too. I think the card art really on all these is pretty nice. Here is the only thing that I will not have when I sell this set. Punisher van, and I'm kind of sad about that because it is a really cool van. But, I never really displayed it, so it is what it is. If you're a fan of the Punisher, I think you'd be happy to have this in your collection. I am selling all this as a set as well. If it doesn't go in a few days, I may consider splitting it up too. But if I do that, I don't know. I might keep the van. Either way, really nice. And last but not least, we have the Milano from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Really nice casting there. And I guess we'll go ahead and stick with the Marvel theme here. Of course, we've already seen the Spider-Mobile in that other version. This was a re-release, I think, 2022. So, obviously, probably a little bit cheaper than the other version. And a different display if you're interested in that at all. But as far as I can tell, the casting itself is identical. Have the Spider Machine GP7 here. I saw somebody in the Facebook group ask the other day if this was a Japanese car. It's not. It's that the show was, I believe it was Japanese. So that's why it's got the different writing on it. But this is the standard United States release of this casting and card here. And the last Marvel one we have is the Loki Thanos Copter. If you're a fan of the TV show, you might be into the mythos or the history of the Marvel Comics. Of course, the Thanos Copter is kind of almost a meme in and of itself. And, it had a little bit of an Easter egg appearance in the Loki TV show. So, pretty cool pickup there. I'm kind of surprised this wasn't a little more popular than it was. Maybe that there's just not that much crossover between the comic books fans and Hot Wheels. But I picked up several of these. I thought it was cool. My boy kind of liked it too. He more liked it just because it was a helicopter. But really nice little throwback, especially if you're a comic book fan. So I would think that most of you have probably been able to pick this up if you want to. But if not, then hey, might be a neat little pickup for you. Shouldn't be too hard to get even if you don't get the one I'm selling. I think the last thing we have here for sale this week is Jay Leno's Garage Tank Car. I bought this to open and then I ended up getting the container set. So I already have one loose. Didn't need this one. I think this is kind of an underrated casting too. A lot of people probably don't realize what it is, but man, I just absolutely love this. I think it's so cool. So, again, probably one of those that if you wanted it, you were able to pick it up. But if not, hey, might be a good opportunity for you. So, guys, appreciate y'all watching. If you like this video, YouTube should be showing you something else that you might enjoy watching. If you're a regular viewer and you haven't yet subscribed, I would certainly appreciate it if you do. It would most definitely help the channel out. Trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. And it also helps, recommend other videos to you and show these videos to other people that might like it. Appreciate y'all watching so far. Hope everybody has a good week. Good luck if you're interested in buying any of these. And as always, happy hunting, y'all.